Hello guys, my name is Halima and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this look. Yeah, this was me before and this is me now, so let's get into the video. So I'm cleaning my face first with wipes, then with micellar water, just to make sure we have a nice clean base for our skin prep because it helps makeup last longer and also apply more smoothly. Next, I'm going in with moisturizer. You can use any one that works for you, and then I'm going to apply a serum. I'm going to tap it in gently, and once it's dry, I'm going to add a primer onto my T-zone because that's where I get the most oil on my face, and I'm going to lock that in with a mist of setting spray for long-lasting wear. Now that my skin is prepped and ready, I'm using a foundation in my shade, and this foundation has a golden base which complements the warm undertone of my skin, and I'm just going to dab that onto my skin with a damp beauty blender. Now we don't want our face and our neck to have different shades, so I'm blending it in evenly so that it creates a seamless transition. Next, I'm applying a lighter shade of concealer to the inner corners of my under eye, my philtrum, that's the space between my nose and my upper lip, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. And then I'm adding a slightly darker concealer shade around those areas, except for the nose, to really snatch everything up. Now, here's the secret sauce. Blending from dark to light is going to give us that flawless airbrushed gradient that just melts into the skin like butter without leaving any harsh lines. Right now, I'm adding contour to just give my face that amazing sculpted look. And guys, watch how this blends in. Just watch. Now I'm adding that same light concealer shade back to the inner corners of my under eye. But here's the trick. I'm not blending it in fully just yet. We're letting it sit till after I apply my blush, and then I'm going to set with powder. This hack helps prevent under eye creasing. Also, you can use up to 3 layers of concealer for your under eye. I just decided to use 2 this time. Now that everything is blended to perfection, I'm taking my powder and I'm dabbing it onto the back of my hand. This prevents product buildup and gives us that filter effect when setting. Then I'm grabbing a brush and my contour shade to softly define my contoured areas. For my brows, I'm taking a brow gel and applying it gently to smooth out the hair on my brows, then setting it with powder. Next, I'm outlining underneath and on top the outer part of my brows with a sharp pencil, and you want to be careful to follow the natural line of your brows to avoid drawing them too big. After that, I'm just going to make brush-like strokes from the beginning to the end of my eyebrows, and then I'm going to brush it out with a spoolie to give the brows a natural look. Next, I'm using a lighter shade of concealer for the outer part of my brows and a darker shade which is close to my foundation shade on the inner corner, and I'm just going to drag that down with the brush so it's easy for me to blend. Now I'm just blending it one more time with my finger and a beauty sponge, and then I'm removing the excess powder from my face. Now it's time to bake and reverse contour. I'm also doing that smiling thing to prevent smile lines. Moving on to eyeshadow, I'm using 3 different shades of brown for a soft smoky effect. I'm starting with a medium brown shade as our base to build dimension. Then I'm adding a dark brown to the outer corners to smoke things out. Finally, I'm softening everything with a light brown shade on top to create a smooth transition. These tones work so well together for that smoky effect. Cut crease is honestly one of my favorite parts, and I like to take my time when I'm doing this part. I'm using this nude shade to cut my crease because we'll be working with a nude shimmer eyeshadow palette for the next part of this video. But first, let's dust off all that excess powder. So these are the shades I'm going to be using for my lid. Just like the crease, we'll be transitioning from the darker shade to the lighter one, starting from the outer lid area, then working our way to the inner corner, creating yet another beautiful, seamless transition. Here, I'm just blending in the colors I used on my crease to really bring out that smooth gradient finish. For powder blush, we're doing a sunset blush effect, which is orange on the apple of the cheeks for warmth and pink onto the cheekbone for a lifted sun-kissed effect. Next, I'm setting my makeup with a setting spray, and I'm going to let that dry down before I go in with my highlighter. It's time to smoke up the under eyes. After lining my waterline, I'm just basically repeating the same process I did on my crease, starting with a dark brown shade and adding a light brown shade for transition. Now I'm just adding some finishing touches, some mascara, eyeliner, and I'm redrawing my beauty marks. Do you know what time it is? Yep, it's time to do our lips. Now, there's nothing like a nice nude lip, but after you watch this tutorial, you're not going to want any other nude lip combo. Trust me. So the first thing I used was a brown matte lipstick to line my outer lips, and then a pinkish nude matte lipstick. Now, you don't want any harsh lines, so we're blending them both together. And I felt like these lips needed to come alive a bit, so I took a hot pink eyeshadow and added it onto the middle of my lip, just the middle. But that's not all. Now we're going to go in with a brown lip gloss to give our lips more definition, and I'm just going to finish this look off finally with some lip gloss and lashes. And that is our look. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a thing or two or 10. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.